Period.
How y'all doing today?
Well, how are you blessed?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. It's been a long day. Pushing through. It's been a long week.
Well, you look good.
You look amazing, honestly.
Yeah. From the last time I saw you.
Ooh, what that mean?
You were
Tired of through.
Now.
you were doing absolutely amazing.
Tired and
You were
through.
just raving about how hard it was for you to get Ivy Park. So, you know.
Sounds about right. No, I'm doing good though.
Ooh,
like,
that's good to hear.
I hope.
That's
Since
good.
last time. I know I just.
No, you were amazing last
Yeah.
time. You know, it's always healthy, I think, to just tell people that like you're good. Like you look good. No matter when the last time I saw you.
Vice versa. I mean, I couldn't sit down with y'all and not look decent, especially with the fashionista.
Oh,
I know.
me, thank you so much.
I am nobody. I'm nobody, honey.
Oh, you talking about Jermaine Jackson?
I'm nobody. You know, I just do what I've been doing.
But on the real tip though, like in all seriousness, like how are y'all? Like I like to ask people how are they mentally. So like on a scale of 1 through 10, if you had to put it on a scale, where would y'all place yourselves?
Rachel said in the episode prior that she's is it 5 fighting? Yeah, I think that is the perfect description of herself.
Yeah.
For myself, I would say I have to go a little bit of 4 because, of course, I look good. I'm doing well, and all the things. But I so happen to just live with my mother, and not to say that's a bad thing, but somebody who's been out the house since they graduated high school, been doing their own thing, has to move back to regroup. It's a lot, and I'm not trying to downplay myself, but my mother, my 2 cousins live with her as well. So it's like 3 grown people, then we have a child. And I am the only child. Well, I have siblings on my daddy's side, but I'm my mother's biological child. And so I've always used to be by myself or having my own at this and the third. So now when I walk into the room and my cousin is upstairs where I sleep at, he playing his game and he's making it seem like I'm interrupting him. It's like, you know what? It's time for you to get on your shit and get the hell on, because this ain't it.
Sometimes it be like that though, like in all seriousness, because like, okay, for me, I ain't been back home at all lately. I done slept in my car
Before you going back home.
to keep from having to go back to anybody's home that ain't mine. You know, just being real. I think, but I was raised with this certain level of like independence. Like, I've always had a certain level of independence. So for me, it's like I ain't got no options.
Right.
You know, so like be grateful.
You're right.
And what was the number again?
It ain't
4.
we gonna, well, hopefully by the end of the conversation, you go
Okay.
from 4 to a 6. How about that?
I feel like I'm at an even 8.
You at an even 8.
Even 8.
That's good.
That is solid.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that means you're managing well.
Yeah,
Look at him smiling, honey.
Jack Daniels is a great helper.
Yes, bitch.
Hey,
Let's
man.
get into it.
Watch those B words, honey.
Oh,
You
my
better watch
bad.
those.
My bad. Don't
Okay.
fight me, honey. Ooh, Lord.
I know I get a little
That was
lick in his
hilarious.
system, honey. It's a lot.
Don't stop that.
Okay. So first of all,
Get mad.
just knowing y'all off of the show, I wouldn't have expected for y'all to be as close as y'all are in real life.
Why?
Yeah, you know, before you even get into that, a lot of people say that, so I'm kind of curious to know.
So if everybody said, then obviously, because I didn't know.
because we put on a good show.
No, that's not what I'm saying. See, you trying.
You don't get to see the
I know what
friendship.
I know what you're trying to do, but no, I think it's because on the show, like I don't even remember seeing a scene with just the 3 of y'all.
There was no storytelling involved, honestly. So we were just showing up to film whatever we were told to film, but still being ourselves.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's get into it then.
Let's
How
do
was
it,
y'all?
man.
How was y'all experience on the We Do for Love?
Honestly,
I'll let Brian.
go ahead.
Hold on, one at a
Well,
time.
That's what, since
Brian.
Brian.
I enjoyed it before becoming a main cast member. Like I was able to reconnect with this one, and
So y'all knew each other.
Before
Yeah.
yeah.
And I actually met him on camera. You get to see us actually meeting, and he's become my best friend.
Right.
So, as a friend of the show, just like going in when I felt like it, when I was asked to, was great. But after becoming a main cast member, I feel like I've experienced a level of disrespect and unprofessionalism that I have never experienced, honestly.
Okay, so hold on. Let me ask this. What's the status of y'all show?
I don't know. And this is
hold on, because you can't say you don't know and then you say
this goes.
You don't say nothing.
This goes with my point. What I'm saying to you, when I mean disrespectful and unprofessional, there's no type of communication at all. Now I'm a manager of a business.
Is it no communication from
the powers
the
that
showrunner,
be?
the producer?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I'll make it pretty frank. So I think what Bryan has experienced in his tenure during season 3 as a main cast member is literally everything that I preached about season 2. And I think that the thing with season 3 is that he ended up stopping it, cold turkey. Nobody really knew why. There were still scenes that were filmed that have yet to be shown, and I think we're all now to the point where we accept
Hold
it.
on. So the show just stopped in the middle of the season?
Yes.
It did.
Because now listen. I had a little bit of
but let me
drink.
say this. This is
Go
why.
ahead.
So
Go
not
ahead.
to toot my own horn, but when I joined season 2, I brought the views into the double, or I guess we go like 25,000 and up, right? They were struggling to get to 10,000. So when I announced that I quit, for season 3, y'all didn't actually have the notes in the. Y'all were struggling to give a good show. I actually have the breakdown per episode.
No. But I just want you to.
I'm just stating the facts. When I joined, the views went up. When I left, the show disappeared off the air. When I left the show disappeared off the air.
No, we're not
Let me tell you.
that much
No, Marq. But this is what I'm saying. No, Marq. This is what I'm saying. When you mess with God's children, when you mess with God's child, no matter how you feel, whatever, because this is what happened. It was me who was disrespected, and they got caught in the crossfires. Is how I feel. The show got canceled because I decided to walk away from it because I quit. Then it started to become, it was a trickle effect. Me and Damian went on live, and then we had a small conversation, and literally after that live, no episode was released again. So I really feel like it was a combination of the disrespect that we were getting.
Hold on. What y'all say on this live?
So I'm gonna say. So the one who they wanted to be the star is a liar.
Ooh.
He's ugly, cannot dress. He was living.
Let's not get negative.
Well, he was sleeping on somebody's couch.
Let's not
he
get
was
negative.
driving to Atlanta, where the show was based in Atlanta. Okay, and so when all of that went down and under, honey, that's when you have us three who came and brought the shit. Now we are truth tellers. Now I'm not saying that Travis wasn't living his truth, but it was very very much so delusional. You know what I'm saying? So
I just got my show and they trying to get me canceled.
Oh no, baby.
You're not gonna be canceled.
Oh, nobody could cancel Marq.
Period.
So when we started doing that, we was allowing the show to play out, but everybody wasn't getting a fair chance or a fair opportunity. And when I say that is that most people were getting opportunities to film their truth, but us, it was like we was getting cut down or our scenes wasn't getting shown.
He will accept it,
in
but
its
then he will cancel
And it goes back to
Yeah.
what I said about being unprofessional and disrespectful. It's like you have a cast member who is best friends with the executive producer. So when you have a fucking clown performing tricks in this circus, and there's people.
Hold on.
And when you have people calling people out on this, and trying to get the real, because I don't show up, saying, oh, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna go watch TV and come back.
I don't think none of y'all, for the most part, do that though. Honestly,
That's
only because and I had to explain this earlier. Like I don't work on most of these shows, so I know all of y'all like in real life. Like most of these people,
Our personalities match what you see, right?
Yeah.
On camera.
Basically,
absolutely.
What I'm saying is
That's the reason why we cool and we hang out.
the disrespect came from the fact that when we call certain people out,
We were retaliated against.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like this was never going to continue. This show would never have been continued.
And
period.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If it's your passion, what does Nicki Minaj say? If it's your ground, would you get a world for that? I think that in this situation, the creator of that show was trying to keep up the hype of what he created with Chasing Atlanta or the Chasing Reality franchise. I feel like he really had a solid recipe within this show, within the cast members on it. But I just feel like he wasn't passionate about it. So it was, what was easier for him to do? To listen to somebody who did not know what they were doing on and off camera or in their real life, or to pretty much stand on his own 2 feet, but he's not knowledgeable. I mean, we shot, you could tell the difference from when you stepped in for production for the show.
I wasn't going to even go there. I wasn't going to even go there, but I helped y'all out with the last season, and when I came in, I kind of knew like what to expect just from.
But you want to notice something?
Because let me say this, because I want to put this out there. Anything that Marq do, if I choose to do it, I'm going to give 199%.
Yeah. Like,
I don't care what I got going on. If I commit to it, then my goal is to see it through. My goal is to treat it as if it's my own. And it's difficult doing that when it's not your own, and when you care so much about stuff. And hell, I'm gonna be real with y'all. That goes back to Chasing Atlanta. I had got to a point to where I felt like I was really, really serious. And when it's like, you don't have that same type of private energy.
That was us, yeah.
So I get it. Like when we had our conversations about, because we done talked about stuff.
Work ethic, drive, and goals.
Baby,
something just lack that.
And that's the reason why we sitting here having a convo with Marq.
Period.
Yes. I think overall for me, like, I'm just glad to be done with it, because it was a lot of chaos. And when you are
back up, what happened? Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm still kind of confused about what even happened. I just know that I saw you had posted this long post on Instagram and was just like, this is what it is and this is what it ain't. And then after that, you was magic marker erased out of the intro and the picture. I was like, damn, what I missed?
I had a conversation with Bryan. I think when I was thinking about it, and you both have known, like, ever since season 2, like, I kind of realized what it was, because behind the scenes it was, worshiping the ground I walk on. But then when you watch the show back, you notice that scenes are missing, and you're noticing that the story's not making sense. And I'm an advocate for reality television, so I know that it's going to be a lot of copy and paste. So I know that, to make the story make sense. But when there's a lot of copy and paste and there's no story, that's when I start to realize that it's a vindictiveness behind it. And so that's when I was like, okay, I don't want to go back for season 3. It's not in line to who I am. But then I had talked to a friend, and they were like, you know what, do it again to show people that whatever picture they tried to paint of you is not true. Which shows me taking a step back season 3 and not doing or not feeling my vibe or giving him my all. What?
And I gotta stop you only because I felt the same way. Like when it came to me doing On the Way Up Atlanta, it was just like, damn, I gotta go back and my friends, I don't know if they ever be real. They told me, I'm real. They told me so. They walked away. They said, I'm like, no, like people love me, and I would feel like I would be doing my people a disservice by not going back because everybody's rooting for me and I went back.
He warned me actually throughout season 2. He was like, do not trust Kevon, because every time we'll have these conversations, like they saw the fight that I would give every cast member, on that show, whether I liked them or not. I wanted everybody's story to be told. And he kept telling me, he was like, do not trust Kevon. And I was like, no, there's no reason for me not to trust him, because I'm a very open person. And and he even warned me about the big one too. And
the big one.
He was like,
hold on, no, fuck that. We was not gonna sit here like you ain't just.
Oh yes, baby.
The big one.
Yes, the
big,
Pokemon.
This one,
big.
This is the biggest, fat piece of large shit of the ocean that I would never be accustomed to. He tried to have me jump in his house over a boy who didn't even want his dusty friend.
I told you,
and I don't
not to go
bad about
bitches
that,
by yourself.
But when people act in really evil ways, I'm not gonna open my doors to somebody if I'm not willing to break bread with you. So for you to open your doors to your house and then plan to have me attacked or ambushed in any way when none of my friends were invited, when I was the only one, it was premeditated, it was nasty, and it just proved him to be the blue whale that he is, that will get attacked by okras when the time comes.
This is him actually realizing it, after the fact, because we had already warned him, you need to be
And I was so nice.
And then he just want to be so nice and so, you know, X, Y, and Z and this and the third.
And the other one, and the KB Burns, you can continue to get fucked on your mattress.
Thank y'all. I had a great.
And this has been a convo with Noel, and
it's giving bed bugs, it's giving cockroaches, and it's giving the 50,000 gnats I had to fight off to film my last confessional. This is where it gets when people are really vindictive and people are really nasty, and I have to hold my Leo back because I constantly have to tell myself that people deserve second chances. This is where we have to lay the foundation for the 6-foot grave that we're about to put you on. And like I said, I tweeted after I quit the show, I texted him and I said, "Hey Kevon, thank you for the opportunity. I'll close out season 3." He hearted it, right? A couple of days later, I get a call from the both of them. "You see what's happening on YouTube?" He's like, "No, what?" I went into YouTube, saw a poll, and the poll was like, "Who do you want not to return," or whatever, which was very petty, right? You could tell somebody was operating in their adolescent. So when I saw that, I was like, "Oh," so I texted Kevon a Bible scripture.
We love an intellectual read.
I texted Kevon a Bible scripture. And it's going to take me some time to pull it up now, but it was just a Bible scripture, and that was it. And I said, "Be careful." And after that is when he started to retaliate. Apparently, he told one of them I didn't respond in time when he asked me what to be careful of, and he decided to be vindictive. So that's why I say the show crashed because you went against God's child. I gave you with respect. You hearted it and you acknowledged that I was coming to you with respect, and so for you to flip the script on me like that, God didn't like that, and obviously you didn't either, because where's the show? Drop the mic.
Well, you know, what he's saying is true. But we're not gonna be like the show crashed because Noel left all of our asses. That's what we're not.
That's how you making this.
You know what I'm saying? That was my problem in the beginning. That was my problem in the beginning.
Hold up.
Tell me something. Because I'm the one who got the ratings up. I feel like
I keep getting cut off. I keep talking about disrespect and unprofessionalism. So this goes back to unprofessionalism and disrespect. Your best friend is on this cast and he's doing a lot of people wrong. A lot of people wants to call him out on things. I feel like that's why the show ended, because it would show him to be a fake ass bitch that he is, a corpulent Pokemon that has not yet been evolved.
And the fact
he needs to go and squeeze back in that Pokeball that he came out of. Okay, that rock.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Yeah, bald headed ass.
Okay, cause not okay.
Big mother, you know where to find
That's a fact. He's bald headed.
That's not right.
Anywho,
you just call him a fat bitch.
That was the truth.
He's a bald-headed fat bitch.
Right.
Yes, we back.
Anywho, thank y'all so much for sharing your experience on your time on the show. I ain't gonna even say the name of the show. The show. All right. So, what you got going on next? What's next for Vigorous?
So, I am now working on an EP at this current moment.
Okay.
And I have a video shoot next month. Oh, I can say in a couple of days now.
Yes.
And I'm in the process of getting everything documented that I'm working on. So I don't know if I'm gonna release it as a 2 or 3-part documentary, or if I'm gonna release it as a reality show, depending on what I feel.
Yeah.
But you know, that's it. You know, I'm still making bitches laugh, you know. That too.
Okay. What's next for Damian?
For myself, I haven't really even focused on my business goals. I'm really just focused on moving out of my mother's home to get back to Damian. And then once I do that, I can be able to focus on other shit. But that's just what I'm doing right now.
I'm gonna stop you right there. And it's just me being real with you.
Okay.
You gotta focus on 2 things at once. You have to.
Okay.
You have to.
Gotcha.
Don't let nothing stop you or interfere with what you're doing with your business.
Gotcha.
I'm not in your shoes, so I don't know the full situation.
Yeah.
Your goal is good, you know, to get to where you're trying to get to, but in the meantime, you gotta focus on you gotta nurture your business. And I'm only saying that because I'm seeing you doing what I'm preaching to you right now. I'm nurturing my business. Yeah. So you got to. And what y'all don't know is Damian actually styled me for a CONVO with Marq.
Yes, sir!
So clearly he is doing something with the business. You know, you're doing something with it. But
thank you, sir.
And I just wanted to say that. So you can't have more than one focus, because you living in your purpose. What's up? What's up with Mr. Mr. Matthew.
Maddie, Noel, Matthew.
Yeah. All of them.
Well, I am actually in the process of launching a musical career. I have been documenting it.
I actually heard your song. I'm sorry, back up. I actually heard your song.
Yeah.
You put out what, 2 or 3?
So I put out 3 prototypes, and I'm just working on straight prototypes. And then, yeah, and I know we talked about, you know, you being the
I done talked to all of y'all
documentator
about some stuff.
of it.
I'm just ready for y'all to get serious about the work so we can make it.
So in the meantime, getting serious about the work, launching the music career. Like I said, it is being documented, and hopefully that should be out towards the end of the year. It'll be under Maddie.
Well, I want to thank y'all so much for joining me and sitting down to have a convo with Marq. To everybody that's tuning in, thank y'all for tuning in to a convo with Marq. I'll see y'all next week.